To get married, is that the next goal?
Yeah, that's the next goal.
Pressure. I know, just got to play a part.
Well, or not. We just come back from holiday.
Chilli. Priya, let's hear something from you. What do you do for a living?
What do? I'm currently technically unemployed, but I work for the NHS.
She's unemployed! Yeah, I shat myself, for those of you who are still unsure about what actually happened.
Wait, did you? Okay, yeah, I just want to make this quick preface video to the podcast, so basically explain what happened. Our guest bailed last minute, so we had to just improvise, and this was the most disorganized podcast ever.
I was very tanked.
Yeah, we just as it went on, we got more and more smashed, and towards the end, I'm just staring at the camera like this, and everyone's just shouting and screaming drunk.
It's not very insightful. Like the whole point of the theme is like advice for like e-commerce and so forth, and it's just like
or general life advice. Yeah.
Or general life advice. And
basically devolved into.
It was just debauchery, and it was fun though.
It wasn't that much debauchery. No, we had some intelligent conversation. We were just a bit tanked, but it was Pride weekend. So that's just the preface for the video. If you want to watch it, like, smash it out. And if you got any more feedback, please give me some. That'd be great. Is there anything else to say? Enjoy the episode. Screw it. Let's go. This is going to be the fattest fail of a podcast, I think.
Do you reckon?
Ever.
Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, we can just go out and get tanked like literally everybody else is.
Yeah, true. So it's like Pride at the moment. This is episode 2 of the podcast. Don't have a guest. Guest bailed last minute.
A guest, apparently.
No, you're just a friend. You're the
just a friend.
You're the drinks guy.
I'm the drinks. Got the concierge.
The concierge.
I make decent white Russians.
Really good white Russians, actually. Cheers.
Cheers.
You're not getting one more?
I was just going to go and fill up now, actually.
Alright, you go and I'll run at the camera for 2 minutes.
Just start riffing, mate. That's what we do there.
Yeah, so I was meant to have a guest on today and they kind of bailed last minute. But it's gay pride here in the gayest city in the UK, which is Brighton. So there's like a massive party going on outside. The plan is to try and get some random strangers in on the podcast. That'll be interesting. We're gonna have to try and like persuade them to come up inside this creepy church building where my office is, and get them to sit down and have a conversation. I'd rather do it quick fire, like really quick 5-10 minute conversations with strangers. So we'll try and make it entertaining. Maybe I'll come up with some controversial questions, like, you got any good ideas for controversial questions to ask the guests? Do you believe in gay marriage, seeing as it's Pride? That could be. Yeah. That could get a couple alarm bells going.
Yeah, should gay marriage be legal?
And we'll take the opposing view.
Nah, we should just be open, maybe.
What do you mean, fuck them?
Depends who's here.
What do you mean by be open?
I don't think we should take a particularly strong stance on it. I don't really have a strong.
Do you not? So you wouldn't mind if gay marriage was illegalised?
If
personally, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care, but like.
Let them get married. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. But if someone was to convince me that it wasn't a good idea and it was a reasonable argument, maybe I could be convinced the other way. Which is what I mean about being open.
Yeah, okay. I mean, anyone can be convinced of anything provided there's a reasonable argument. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm talking to the fucking camera and not you. Should I be talking to you? God damn it.
That'd be nice, yeah.
How do we fucking... Oh, this is a disaster. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It should be. It's going to be a weird one. I don't know what the opener is. How do you convince strangers to come upside and into a creepy church and have a conversation with them?
I mean, you could take them at gunpoint with the BB gun.
We're just going to scare the shit out of anyone that comes in.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a good idea, especially when you said the air rifle. Like, but I put the sniper. That wouldn't have been a good idea. Yeah.
But then we couldn't have even shot that, and it was too.
Well, we could, but it's not a good idea.
We could. I'd like to get that on the wall.
It'd be good mounting on the wall, yeah.
Yeah, so fuck, man. Yeah, I don't know. What you want to do then? There's no one outside, so it's going to be tricky.
There's literally millions of people outside.
Let me have a look.
Well, they're not like literally outside, but like you can hear the clamour. It's kicking off.
There's a couple people partying. There's a couple people in a good mood we could convince.
Yeah.
To come on.
I think everyone's in a good pride, mate. You got to be in a good mood. Actually, I'm not in the frame anymore.
Yeah, come a bit closer. That way I can talk to you. No. I can fuck with it. Wait.
This is so entertaining.
I'm a magician, mate. See, now I can have a conversation with you and still be in the shop.
Okay.
I think.
I can't help but look at myself on the screen though.
Yeah.
Does that mean I'm a narcissist? Oh.
That's so much better.
Oh, it is.
I can actually
feel
talk to you.
Free now.
I can actually talk to you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy. Yeah, what's the opener then? What do we say to these? No, these people. Yeah, what do we say to these fucking these civilians? The thing is, we need to keep it short. I don't want more than like 5-10 minutes per person because the average person is fucking boring. It's gonna be, oh, what do you do?
I'm in retail. I'm an on-site.
I do admin.
I'm an on-site in-store stock manager. What does that entail exactly? I stack shelves, innit?
Stack shelves, isn't it?
Stack shelves, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, in the sweetest way possible. I don't think the average person is that. By definition, the average person isn't that interesting. Literally because they're average, right?
Yeah.
The random person we go up into on the street will by definition be the average person, which will by definition mean they're quite boring. So it's kind of like a flawed strategy. What we need to do is go to like where would you find interesting people? Like a freak, like a carnival.
I was going to say maybe like a homeless person, but they just chat unbelievable amounts of shit. So.
Oh yeah, that would be awful. And plus, I wouldn't want them in here with all my expensive equipment. And what do you think? Should they be
shielded away? I don't know what the
away?
specifics. Well, I remember having a conversation, but most of the important and relevant information.
Conversation with who? A homeless person?
No, the manager.
policeman?
Greg's.
What the hell does she know about?
Well, because there was a massive issue with homeless people coming into the store just stealing food because it's on just not like McDonald's where it's all behind.
I've seen so many people stealing from Greg's.
It's so easy. You can just go in and go like that, and like
I've seen it so many times.
And they're so they were so flippant about it. They wouldn't even be like checking to see if anyone was clocking them.
They would just walk in,
They'd just walk in, go like that, and like just browse. And I instantly knew that they weren't.
Connor used to work at Greg's.
I used to work at Greg's. It was such a fulfilling part of my life. And they just stand there like that and browse for about 5 minutes, and then just go, and then just grab like a bunch of crap, and then just walk out. And
did you tackle any of them?
Ever? No, you're not allowed to.
You are.
No.
Of course you
You're
are.
not. If you tackle them in the shop, you're in trouble.
Why?
Because it's like assault.
Is that like a Green Party thing? You're allowed to do a citizen's arrest, surely?
Yeah, but then like you're abandoning. You're like.
I'm not saying if it was me, I don't give a fuck.
I would
let
not,
them steal Greg's sandwich. I'm not getting
the manager. She
in a fight for over
so they've
Greg's
all got
sandwich.
so on the road where it was, they've
Fuck
all got
that.
radios and they're in contact with. The push of a button, they're in contact with the locals, not the police, the private security services.
Yeah, around Churchill Square.
Yeah. And she was like, she chased one of them down the street at like 5 o'clock in the morning. She was screaming down the radio, getting help. And this guy was like calling her a C word and all these horrible things. And she was like quite like a petite lady. So she was I don't know, like. It didn't seem like the most appropriate way of handling this situation personally.
From who? From the homeless person or from her?
From her. She was She left the store and like chased him down the road and was like screaming at him. I don't know. She was like, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. Like it's dangerously sleep deprived when you work in those sorts of jobs.
Yeah.
So it's quite erratic. But
we wake up at 5.
Yeah, but no, I was waking up at 4 to start at 5. So dead. Free coffee though.
It's not worth Greg's.
No, it's not worth.
There's reasons to wake up at 4
There's
in the morning.
reasons to- yeah.
Greg's isn't one of them,
No,
in my
definitely
opinion.
not.
Yeah.
Free coffee helps, although I did have an accident once with too much drinking caffeine.
Do you want to say that on the podcast? I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Let's just say there's a lot of laxatives in caffeine. And I used to, because it was free.
You
right?
pissed yourself.
I get pissed.
I'm joking.
No. Yeah, I used to get like the large.
Can we get a live show now? Can you shit yourself now?
My bowels are pretty much like I'm
That's
just
sick.
like I'm.
We'll get you a
running on-
coffee.
I'm having the look at. Do you know we were just talking about it? I'm getting peculiar feelings inside. So
That's
and it's
sick.
also pride. So you never know. You never know. You never
Could
know.
be 2 minutes. Could go either way. Something's going in or something's coming out. You don't know what's happening. It's fine.
Yeah. I shat myself. For those of you who are still unsure about what actually happened.
Wait, did you?
I shat my pants.
Oh, I
during
never
the
got
shift.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. Luckily, I had a pair of shorts in my bag because I was going to the gym afterwards, so I just put that on.
Nice. Well, that's a very wholesome story. Thank you for sharing.
That was my experience.
That's the Greg's
That was the high
experience.
point of my experience at Greg's. I shat myself.
Yeah. How much are you getting paid?
Like 8.80 an hour.
That's sick, bro.
Yeah, it was sickening. Yeah. Yeah, I used to like the coffee was free, so I used to get like a large cappuccino, and then I put like 5 extra shots in it just because it was free.
Oh, you fucked yourself up.
Oh yeah, I'd be like I'd be coming back, and then so I'd be doing that, and then I'd be going into my other job at the school. So yeah, it was quite a long day. I'd be in the school, I was just like that, and then the coffee wears off and goes in the snack room.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez. Free coffee is dangerous. At my old job, there used to be free coffee, and it ruined me.
But
I
it's
went
like
from
nice
I went from
coffees.
never having coffee in my life
Yeah,
to I was doing like 5 a day.
It wasn't
Just
like
getting really bad headaches.
It wasn't like the,
I never
the-
quite shat myself, but
Yeah. It wasn't like the It wasn't just like the dry powder that you add water to. It was like actual coffee as well. So
yeah, fair.
dangerous.
But what's your opinion on? Would you say we're too lenient on homeless people in Brighton?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know what the solution. I think I don't know what like there has to be more measures implemented to because it's like it is a problem. I sometimes I don't feel safe walking down the road at night like by myself, and then and there's a lot of students here like 18, 19-year-olds like girls that like walking down. There's like
for girls.
yeah, man. Like that when I was on a date with a girl the other day, and she wanted to walk from like here all the way out to like home, just like an hour. She wanted to do it by herself. I was just like, fuck that, it's stupid.
Well, you got a taxi.
No, I didn't put her a time. She walked the whole way.
Fair.
Very romantic. And there was at least like 2 or 3 instances where there was homeless people just like screaming at each other in the street. So
Really?
along the route, yeah. We went
Oh, wow.
from here all the way out to just past Palmyra Square. Took like an hour.
3 homeless people screaming.
3 separate instances of homeless people getting married and shit like that. And it's just like in like the park, Preston Park, like the jewel of the middle class area where we live. It's like
I love Preston Park.
there's just like people camping in tents now.
They're hippies. They're middle class hippies, rich hippies.
No, they're homeless, man. They're homeless people.
I swear they're middle class hippies that are just trying to be edgy.
No, they've been there for a while, and they get moved on because they're on like because they're camping, and it's just like there's kids walking around. And there's like a big bush on the corner where like it goes like that, and there's like a big bush. The tennis courts are there. Inside this massive bush, there's like 3 or 4 tents. There's people there's like a little community, a settlement in there. This was like 2020.
Shit, we're turning into America, mate.
It's like California. You know the way Joe Rogan and Tim Dillon describe California, and there's just like entire like little shanty town favelas of just homeless people. It's like that. I don't know what it's like.
I mean, I've never seen that. I don't really believe.
I haven't seen that here.
So you haven't seen homeless people camping?
No, I've seen homeless. I haven't seen like entire like
communities.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen clips of it in America, in California.
Yeah. The thing is, man, with it's really fucking hard. It's genuinely really hard to help people in life. If they're not willing to help themselves, there's truly nothing you can do to help someone.
I think if
there's nothing you can do. If a homeless person is also a drug addict and they're not, they don't have the desire to quit drugs, there is nothing you can do to help them. Like truly.
You're really like it's hard to get out of that.
It's hard to help people.
It's hard to
help people. And if they're willing to help themselves, they don't really need your fucking help because they'll figure it out by themselves.
Yeah, you
I do believe that.
You shouldn't force your help on people that aren't willing to accept it either.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I feel like.
It makes
just giving homeless people money is not going to help them.
No, they're just going to buy more drugs.
You give a homeless person £1 million, they'll be dead within a month.
And people say
not all of them, but I reckon the majority of them would just be dead in a month because see them just smashed.
Worst case scenario, another homeless person that hadn't been the recipient of that is going to come along and stab them and take it from them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's tricky, man. And like I've seen like clips of people that were homeless and decided to really sort their lives out, and then they built like massive businesses, and now they're doing really well.
Good.
And I think anyone can do that, but if you're not willing to help yourself, then.
But you can't do it if you're on drugs all the time. You just can't.
You can't do anything if you're on drugs.
Yeah.
Unless you're Jordan Belfort. Well, his empire collapsed, right? He would have been fine if he wasn't on the drugs.
House of Cards, yeah.
What was that? The TV show?
No, it's like an expression. It's like a fight, like it like looks impressive, and it's like, you know, it can easily just collapse.
Oh, I mean, he built a real business, a really good business, but
yeah, but it was illegitimate at the same time, wasn't it? I've only seen the film.
Not really.
I've only seen the film, but he had the feds.
I'm sure all the banks do dodgy shit.
Based on the film, he had the feds up his arse the entire time.
I'm sure every bank's got that.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he does talk about the crooks on Wall Street.
Oh, they're all doing it.
They're on Wall Street, so they're untouchable, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And good. I mean, if you can't get away with shit if you've got money, what's the fucking point of it?
Yeah, so it's only ever been like that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so I don't know what I genuinely wouldn't know how to help a homeless person. You could give me £1 billion and I wouldn't know what to do with it to actually help homeless people.
Yeah, people say that.
I wouldn't know. You get them into jobs, but
give them a job. It's like they haven't got a work ethic.
Yeah, some of them.
Well, some of them do, but like
I think that most of them don't.
It's like what I said, yeah, because otherwise they'd have a job and they wouldn't be homeless.
Yeah, you can get unlucky in life.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of them don't have a massive safety. Like I've got a massive. If I lose my job, and I have no money tomorrow, I'm going to be fine because my parents,
mummy and daddy,
mummy, the bank of mother and father. It's yeah, I've got a big safety net, and some people don't have that. So
yeah, true. Yeah, life is hard.
Life is hard, yeah.
I might. That's a good name for the podcast, actually. Life is hard.
What is life?
What is life? That is a good name for the podcast. Life is hard. I like that.
Life is hard.
Should we take a little gander outside, see if there's anyone we can.
Yeah.
There is people walking by, but it's not that busy.
No, I think
it could cost them.
Yeah. I'll go down and beckon them in with a couple of bottles of Grey Goose.
Yeah, we'll go. How many bottles?
You
grab all the bottles.
Put
them on the mantelpiece. Actually,
tote the gun out the window, and
we're missing one bottle.
It's in the kitchen.
Let's grab them all. Put them on the mantelpiece.
Okay.
They're next to you. I want £1,000 worth of Grey Goose by the time I leave here on the wall. How many? We've got 5. We've got £200 worth already. They're like, how much is a bottle? 40 quid, right? So we got one more bottle.
Do you want to say that again for the mic? How much is a bottle of Grey Goose?
40 quid each.
£40, yeah.
40 times 4 is 160, plus another 40 that we've got in the kitchen, that's 200. So a fifth of the way there.
When you get your Audi R8, just like crash it through the window, mate.
For the office
podcast.
window,
Yeah,
for the podcast. Oh yeah,
for the podcast.
I'd do anything for the viewers.
Yeah,
Anything. Yeah, fuck it. Should we take a little gander outside? I'll pause the video.
Sounds good.
Sweet. I hope this was recording. It probably wasn't. I'm so useless at podcasting.
I'm sure the acoustics in this place are like that anyway.
It'll be fine. Okay, welcome to still episode 2 of the podcast. At the start, it was me and Connor chatting shit for a bit. But now we've actually found someone from the streets of Brighton to say hello to. And he's a really special guest.
Thanks.
I'm going to close that. He's a really special guest. This is... say your name?
My name's Chilli Wilson.
Chilli Wilson.
I've known Deniz for a while, I guess.
A good while, man. A good while.
Yeah, good while.
And I think... Oh, this is crazy. Like, the first time I saw you...
Yeah.
I think, no, the last time I saw you, apart from... I bumped into you like a month ago.
Yeah.
Before that, it must have been Stringer, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I mean,
A long while.
it's good to see you back, and it's good to see you. Obviously, your business is thriving. You know?
No, fuck the business, mate. It's good to see you. Like, there's so many people I meet from school, and I meet them, and they look a bit sad and miserable.
Yeah.
But when I see you, Chilli, like, you're an architect now. You're kind of, like, crushing life. You're killing it. Like, it makes me happy to see you doing well.
I mean, hopefully, yeah, that's good. And I mean, I guess I am an architect, but like you were saying earlier about seeing like people, seeing them from like, I know a load of people from like uni and school and stuff that
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
met outside of it, and like, yeah, they aren't doing much at all, and so it's just it's good to
Yeah.
see like
But I think I told you earlier, I kind of want to call the podcast Life is Hard.
life
Because-
is hard.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same way. There's a lot of people that don't really do shit, but at the same time, life is hard, man. Life is hard. So what's your secret, Chilli? Well, tell us a bit about yourself. What do you do now? Where did you go uni? What did you study?
Well, right. At uni, I mean, my dad, he's an engineer, so buildings have always been in the family, so I've always, like, and I've wanted to be, I guess, an architect since school, so.
Have you since secondary school? You've wanted to be an architect?
Yeah, because
Oh, so you're
I
living
didn't
the
want to
dream.
do engineering because I went there and I went to like an open day and stuff, and I was like, fucking hell, too much science and
Too much science.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like-
too boring for you.
too much of
You're
that.
more
and I can't.
creative.
Yeah, science. It's very boring. Yeah.
I
And
completely agree. Yeah.
At uni, I went to Brighton Uni and I studied, architectural technology, which is, it's like architecture, but it's only 4 years. And
Where does the technology come from? I understand.
basically,
Yeah.
it's like how to design an actual building, rather than how it's made, rather than just, an architect, say, draws fancy pictures, more arty
Yeah.
sort of thing. So. Yeah, I'm more of a nuts and bolts kind of guy. It's not as romantic or glamorous. You won't, see articles in the newspaper.
Okay, so like normal architecture is kind of more creative, drawing, illustrating. Architectural technology is more like the nuts and bolts, how it works, how
Yeah.
to build something that actually fucking stands and doesn't collapse.
Oh, it isn't like so.
So it sounds like a halfway between normal architecture and engineering, maybe.
Yeah, it's like architectural engineering, I guess, sort of.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not an engineer in any way at all. But yeah, like my boss was saying, like, because he's an architectural technologist, and he was like, his old company, there's a company full of architects. Recession came, all the architects were fired, but he was staying because he's so, like, valuable and stuff.
Everyone
so-
got fired apart from.
Not everyone, obviously, I can't say everyone, but like a lot of people got let redundant because of the recession.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
yeah.
Which recession was this?
I don't know.
2000.
Like credit crunch, I think, yeah. So
What, 2008?
2008, I think, yeah.
Okay. Big up Mr. Wilson, man. Big G.
So yeah, I mean.
The only guy that didn't get fired. I respect that.
Oh no, not me. I didn't get fired.
your
My
dad.
boss did.
Your dad's Mr. Wilson, right?
My dad. Yeah, but he's not an he's an engineer.
Yeah, engineer. Okay, decent. And how are you finding it? How's life now? I mean, you look really well. I just bumped into you in the street. You had a massive smile on your face. It was so nice to see you.
You always got to have
We haven't had a
smile on
proper
your face.
conversation in 10 years. We used to sit next to each other in science.
No,
Me,
well,
you,
every time I
and
bump into
Gabriel.
you, so you know, it's just like every time I bump into you, you got shit to do. You got to run your business. I've got to go get back to work, draw some more buildings.
Yeah, it's tough. I think I bumped into you twice in the past 2 months, and both times you've been on your way to work, or I've been on the way to the office.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
tricky. But like when you graduate uni, man, you need to put a conscious effort into your social group because it's hard to meet new friends, and you need to make a
Exactly.
conscious effort into it.
Yeah.
Like every time I bumped into you, we said, yeah, let's go for a drink, but it just hasn't happened, which is.
No, yeah.
But like no, but yeah, it's hard though. Like you have to put a conscious effort
like,
into it.
definitely, like, because in working life you've got a hell of a lot of like responsibilities now.
Especially,
you
yeah.
don't have at uni
Yeah,
and stuff,
uni
and
is just
like,
a joke, bro. Yeah.
and then work just takes it out of you, and then
Straight up.
So it's just hard juggling it all because like at
Really
uni it's like you're almost forced to socialise because it's like school.
You have to,
You're with
yeah.
like a load of people.
You're surrounded by
9 to
people
5
your
today.
age, kind of doing like a similar thing in life. It's easy to
Exactly.
make those friends. Yeah.
So it's like you don't kind of have to prove yourself at uni, you know.
Mm.
So like you can get through just floating through uni, and
Definitely.
yeah, like it obviously doesn't suit you up for life, which is I think why a lot of
No.
people find a struggle getting out of uni or getting a job out of uni afterwards, sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely, man. But like you seem to be doing pretty well. What, Chilli Wilson? What is your secret? Do you have one? Can you share it with the
my
audience?
secret?
Can you share it with the 30
Oh, yeah.
subscribers?
I know. Just like for me, I had.
Well, are you
I
guys
always had
subscribe
a
after
goal,
this?
and I always.
31 subscribers. If you
31,
subscribe after
sorry.
this, yeah. Big
Oh,
man thing.
I'll definitely, yeah.
Nice.
And then, but no, I've always had a goal. Like, I've always wanted to be an architect, like before uni, before college, like so, kind of like around like your formative years, like when you're younger and you're an adolescent, you've got to kind of like sort of get a goal in line, sort of thing. If you know what I mean, like box your ideas up, especially like uni time, like.
Yeah,
You
straight.
hear a load of stories about people partying and like having a time. You do.
Is that you at uni? A little bit.
You do,
Not too
yeah,
much.
you do, like constantly, but like, yeah, not constantly, but like,
Do you want to come on as well?
obviously had a good
Pull up a
time.
seat. Yeah. The more the merrier. This is a fun podcast, not
Fun podcast.
Usually I want it to be all about
It's a
just
fun
like
fact,
business
fun.
and boring shit, but this is a fun one. This is Chilli's girlfriend,
Jess.
partner, Jess. Tell us a bit about you, Jess. What do you do?
So I was a teacher.
Was.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Didn't last long.
What happened?
I was working in an all-boys school, and I kept getting hit by oranges. So I quit.
Really?
Yeah.
Were they falling from the trees or?
No, from kids' hands.
Fucking hell.
Did
Did they do that to everyone or?
Yeah, quite a few teachers.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah.
So did you quit because of that? Literally because of the oranges, or was it as a general rule the kids were too disrespectful?
The kids were well disrespectful. Like I had
Oh,
my
really?
face like put on a porn star's body and like taped to my room, like, and they would like play
That's
the
nuts.
Pornhub music and I would laugh and they would know
What the
that I
fuck?
knew
How
that
old
that
are these
was-
kids? Like 12?
Like yeah, from like 12 till like 16.
Oh, brutal. So you left because of that?
Yeah, so I left because of that. But now I'm in property management, so I like manage loads of buildings.
Okay, that sounds way better in mine.
Yeah, and now me and
My
Chilli are
personal
in the same
opinion.
sort of industry. We can like open our own business, can't we?
Exactly.
So Chilli designs them, you manage them.
Yeah,
So that's
That's
kind
a
of
match
how
made
the
in heaven,
world is,
man.
hopefully, yeah.
kind of.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's nice. And you guys live together, right? How did you guys meet?
Well,
Yeah.
We met at debate,
yeah,
didn't we?
debate society.
Debate.
Yeah.
Oh, fair. I heard about the debate society. I never
Yeah.
joined.
And yeah, I was the head at the time. Well, not the head.
The
Yeah,
head.
I was one of the
treasurer.
leaders of
Yeah.
the society.
And then
Big man team.
We all got put into like groups, and Chilli led my group, but I'm
She
really
took
bossy,
over.
so like I took over my group.
Yeah.
And then we actually started talking and revenge on top floor.
Oh,
Smoking
yeah.
area.
In Brighton, Revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
The gay bar, right?
Yeah.
It's Pride,
The
man.
gay bar that everyone's straight in, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, we started talking, and then like 2 weeks later, we went out.
Yeah, just like day in, I didn't like piss around. I just,
Oh yeah, we spoke for like 24 hours before he was like, "Do you want to go out?" And it was like 9 o'clock, and I was like,
In the morning or at
and it was
night?
like 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, do you want to go out for dinner? And I'd like just eaten. And I was like, yeah, let's go out for dinner.
Oh, beautiful.
So we went out for dinner.
Chilli, let's give some advice to all the single guys out there. What's the move? How do you get a girl?
Don't fuck around.
Be direct.
Yeah.
I know too many boys that talk for like 3-4 months.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah, nice.
Chilli, 24 hours.
Yeah,
Big
you
man
just
thing.
got to like show up your sort of. You got to show what you're doing. You can't. Yeah, like.
Confident,
fuck around.
direct. You know,
Yeah,
what,
exactly.
you're a man that knows what he wants, and you fucking go for it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
you
I
don't
like
want
that.
to be too arrogant, but at the same time, you don't want to be, pussyfooting around it, sort of thing. Or,
Yeah, if you like her, just let her
putting
know.
a girl on, like, for example, I don't know, like moving in together or something, say, yeah, we're going to move in, or I don't know, but don't actually do it in the end. Like,
I think it's harder just to get a guy to say that he likes you.
true, probably, I don't know.
I know so many friends at the moment where they're dating someone who's like 25, 26, but he's never had a girlfriend, so he won't actually he won't make her his girlfriend because he's too worried
About what?
about having a girlfriend. But
Would
he's
you
like
just, like,
25, 26. I know loads of people like that,
Okay.
and I just don't.
I'm 26.
Yeah,
I'm
have
single.
you had a girlfriend though in your life?
I have kids, to be fair. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I've had
at
2
least you've
long-term girlfriends. Yeah.
But at least
So
you've had a
I'm single at the
girlfriend.
moment. Yeah.
Like even if it was year 10, you've had a
I think
girlfriend.
a lot of guys are just scared to put a label on things,
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but I think it's because they don't actually like them.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, probably, I don't know, but yeah, it's a lot of, I think it's a lack of confidence with some guys as well.
I don't know.
But,
Yeah, it's tricky, man. Life is complicated, and I'm going to say one more thing. Life's fucking hard. I think that's the new name for the podcast. Life is hard.
I like
Life
that
is
name.
fucking
It is.
I like
hard.
that. I like that.
Just gotta treasure
You don't
it.
realise it when you're at uni, but Jesus fucking Christ, man.
It's about.
There's so many people I know from, I'm not going to say names, from secondary school that are just
Doing nothing.
worse in rehab.
Oh, yeah.
Worse.
It's,
Do you know what I mean?
Gosh.
Yeah.
But also, I know a lot of people that like are just. Not a lot of people. I know a few people that are just floating through life, and
Yeah, it's tricky, man.
it's
But then
like.
we know some successful people.
Oh, yeah.
Chilli's younger sister is a professional football player.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nina. She was at
Nina.
the women's
She's
football
at the
match.
final.
Yeah, she was at the
Wembley
final last
Stadium.
week.
Oh
Like
wow.
behind the scenes because she's like knows a lot of people there and she was on the news and like
Oh, that's
she's
sick.
doing well good.
Yeah, well,
That's sick.
Yeah, so she's like a professional football player. Your sister works for ASOS. I mean, you don't really get bigger than ASOS.
true.
Like,
I mean, they want to.
Google? You mean clothing wise?
Yeah, clothing wise.
no, but like it's a big company.
Oh, no,
Oh, massive.
definitely.
Yeah, ASOS is nice.
That's the end of our successful people list.
Mine's about the same size, to be fair. And also, you can argue about like what defines success. But for me, do you remember I had Rob on last episode?
Yeah.
We were trying to work out. Yeah, Rob's doing really well. We were trying to work out what successful people have in common. And the one thing, because Rob's successful in like the corporate job world,
What did you do?
crypto hedge fund, and I'm successful in the kind of I'm with the complete opposite. I've got like my own business and I'm successful there.
Yeah.
But the only thing we could find in common was what you just said. One of the first things you said, which is we had a set goal.
Yeah.
And we actually had a target and we were pushing for it.
You need, drive.
Drive, yeah, and actually like decide what you want in life and go for it. Most people don't even know, like you said. What did you say? They just wander through life. No one knows what they want.
And then
Yeah, from job to
A lot
job.
of people like dabble in things. You need to like sort of set a route and like stay in your lane sort of thing. You know?
And
Yeah.
actually fucking gun for it.
Yeah, but even people who want to go travelling, I know so many people who are travelling, but I know so many people who every 5 minutes it's, oh, I'm going to go travelling. Well, just go on
Fucking do
then.
it.
Just fucking do
Shut
it.
up and go.
Whenever I ask you to go on holiday, it's always like, oh, but I'm broke. Oh, but I thought you wanted to go travelling.
So
You
make
know,
some
like,
money and go.
Well,
exactly.
Work it out. Work it
oh, I
out.
never got any money. Well, stop drinking for the month, and then you'd have £300, and that's £300 more than you'd have
You can
last
have a bit
week.
of Grey Goose though, right?
So yeah, we have been obviously drinking.
Yeah.
No, but like,
No, but
if
you're
you want
100%
something
right,
bad
yeah.
enough, you'll
You will
find
find
a
a
way to do
way.
it.
Yeah.
If you don't want it, then you don't want it, and you're never going to leave.
You'll
right
just
or
wander
not.
through life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go from temporary job to temporary job. Wow, that sounds fun.
You need to have drive to do something, and then you got to work hard to play hard, sort of thing.
Straight up, mate.
Like-
Straight up.
like for example,
We're playing hard
we
now.
like, yeah,
But this is
playing
work
hard
at the same
productive.
time. We're doing something productive and playing hard. That's what I like about podcasts. Man.
Exactly, like you've got to earn money so you can spend it on other stuff. But
Good shit, yeah.
to enjoy yourself, have time to enjoy yourself while working hard, spending time off.
For sure. Straight up. And alright, I want to keep these podcasts quick fire, so I'll ask you one last question. Chilli, we talked about, do you have like a future goal in mind? What's the next step for Chilli Wilson? And then we'll call it there.
Next step, I would.
And we can do you as well after.
Yeah, I would like to own my own architecture business.
Nice.
I don't think that's the next step. I think
Oh,
it's
not the next step.
Next
That's,
step's
that's
fine.
the proper goal. But
Proper goal, yeah,
so
own
actually,
business.
become chartered.
Two
So
steps away to go into business.
A chartered architectural technologist. So I'm basically an architect. I can run my own projects, sign for stuff, to then become more employable and basically I am an architect then, like you say. So
Nice.
Yeah, at the moment you're like a junior, and
I'm gonna
when you're
say-
chartered, that's it, you're chartered forever.
Charred forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair. And you, next steps? What's the next goal? Or the final goal? You got
If you like
anything?
it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Oh,
To get married? Is it?
Huh?
To get married? Is that the next goal?
Yeah, that's the next step.
Pressure.
I know, what's got to play a part right?
Well, or not. We just come back off holiday.
Chilli.
We just come back off holiday, and on the last night, I was like, go on then. And he was like, what? I was like, go on. Should I stand up? I was like, go on. He was like, what? I was like, go on then. He was like, I'm not fucking proposing. And I was like, no, but I'm waiting. And he was like, I didn't fucking plan for this.
Oh no, yeah,
No, it was a joke, but it was funny.
Yeah, fair. So, your next goal is, you have family as the end goal basically. It seems
Yeah.
like family.
yeah, what's a family,
Yeah.
In the end, like, I agree, I think family is probably the most important thing in life, in the end. Like, there's no fucking point in doing anything if you don't pass it on to your kids at some point.
I believe that is
Straight up.
the only person here that actually has a child.
I do have a kid. But I said that as someone had a kid way too young.
Yeah.
I had a kid at like 19 or 20. That was way too young.
21.
But I still, even at the time, I thought that was 100% true. There's no point in doing anything if you don't have kids, I think. There's literally no point. Like, why are you alive?
That is like
You
go to
pass on
school,
your knowledge.
You go to school, you go to university, you get a degree,
Well,
you
nah,
get
fuck
a
that.
job.
That's stupid.
It's part of progression of life.
You don't have to go to university to have a
Okay, fine.
productive
Whatever.
life.
You go to school,
You don't have to go to school
you
or
find out what
something.
you want to do, then you do it, and then you start to have a family.
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, I have a good career, but I just I don't
That's
really need to
No
try
thanks.
with that. It's not a career like yours is.
Yeah.
No,
I've only been in my job 6 months, and I've been promoted
You've got to
3
balance
times.
it. Like, you need to have a family when you're ready to have a family, though.
Oh,
That's
definitely.
definitely true.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, there's no rush.
Like,
There's absolutely no rush.
that is-
Don't have a kid at 19 if you can avoid. If you can.
well, past that,
It's a bit too young.
Yeah, past that.
But alright, this is going to be a quick fire podcast.
Thanks so
Do you want to
much.
have anything to say to our 30 subscribers?
Um,
Rob Butt's probably going to watch this.
Connor's White Russians are very, very nice.
Oh,
I
nice.
appreciate it. So.
Beautiful. Should we do a cheers? Connor, you getting in on this?
Uh,
Big man team.
uh,
Woo!
Cheers.
Nice.
Opa!
Alright. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope this was recording.
I hope, yeah, this is
I hope, because I'm amateur as fuck. I hope it was recording. Bye bye.
Brendan, you look very tall.
I look really small, actually.
Yeah, you look very tall. You're looking great. You're looking great.
Okay, welcome to episode 2 of the podcast. So we just found one random person we found off the street. We did an interview with them. We've just found 2 more people. We've doubled our percentage. We're fucking
We're
growing exponentially.
Increase.
Yeah.
Big percentage increase.
So we got 2 more random people. Do you both want to introduce yourselves quick? That'd be cool.
I'm
And I want to
Freya.
close this as well because we're having a conversation.
Freya Sal.
I'm Freya, who was found on the level as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Found.
Yeah.
Discovered, not
Yeah.
found. Discovered,
Discovered.
unearthed. Yeah, like a rare diamond, maybe.
Found a
Yeah,
lot of
too.
things at the level.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so we've known each other for maybe like 20 minutes, and immediately, Freya, there's something really cool about you. And it's the fact that you run your own Etsy store and it's got over 1,000 orders. Yeah.
Mm.
Can we learn a bit about that?
Yeah, so I started in
It's
lockdown.
very cool.
Lockdown was a good time for me. I always wanted to try resin jewellery.
When did lockdown start? Was that early 2020?
Yeah, that was
okay.
it.
March
Yeah.
That was like a
yeah.
fantastic time for online
Time
business.
for all of us. Summer. It was
To me as
great.
well.
It was
Yeah,
great.
straight
Yeah,
up.
and I always wanted to try resin jewellery. You know, it's like that clear like heart that you pour in. And once I started making it, I realised this is too much for myself. So why not sell it? So I did, and it went quite well. And I really enjoyed
How do you
it.
make it?
It's quite a
That's good.
scientific
So you started off doing it
process.
for yourself,
Yes.
and you loved
Yeah.
it so much you decided to sell it.
Well, I realised that when you make one pair of earrings from resin, you actually make 50. I don't need 50 pairs of earrings, so I thought, let's not...
Share the love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Bring it on to everyone. I thought that'd be nice.
Okay, that's mad. So
Yeah.
for me, that's like the complete opposite of my business is like, how do I make some fucking money? And I'll do anything and anything. Like, I'll sell rocks if it makes money. And like for me, the passion was the money. But for you, it sounds like you loved making necklaces, and then you turned that into like a. Because the passion came first, and then the money came second, right?
Yeah, like I have to
Yeah,
say,
that's
one
it.
of my first 5-star reviews.
That sounds like that sounds more fulfilling than what I do.
It was very fulfilling. Someone said that they bought a necklace and then they went to a job interview and they wore the necklace and they got the job. So then they wore the
Really?
necklace.
From your
Like,
products?
yeah, so they counted it as like a lucky necklace. So they kept wearing it.
So
And
you
that was-
sell them now with the tagline, this will get you.
To get you a job,
Sort of
yeah,
job.
yeah. No, I have a whole load of things underneath it that you could get. Yeah. No, it was fun. It was very fulfilling, and that was the best
Yeah.
review I've ever got, I have to say.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. Like, okay, but I remember the first few like really good reviews I had. They made me feel so like happy and just warm and fuzzy inside. And then you kind of get used to it a bit after a while, and you just look for like the next level.
Yeah, and then you get a bad
Did you-
review. It's like, no,
Oh, I ignore
let's
them.
not. Let's
Yeah, I ignore them personally.
Yeah.
But have you got to that point? Like, are you bored of the good reviews yet, or do you still find them?
Nah.
Do you still
love
even? Is your
them.
business? Is your Etsy shop even live right now?
It's
Your
not
Etsy
live.
shop?
No, I had to
Okay.
shut it down for uni. I wanted to focus on uni.
Oh,
You know,
brutal.
being a student. But I'm excited to get back up again, and definitely. No, I do love the good reviews because I love it when people put in a good story along with it and like
It's really nice.
associate my product in their life, and I think that's really
It's really nice.
exciting. I
How long
really
was your
like
shop
it.
open for? How many?
Yeah,
how many
so I
orders
guess
did you have?
two-
Like
it's
1,500.
2 years, something like
That's
I can't
really good
confirm,
for
because
2
also I've
years.
got Instagram orders and I haven't counted them, but probably
Okay.
about between 1,000 and 1,500 between that, I would guess.
That's pretty fucking. That's way better than average for 2 years. Way better.
No, I
Way
just
better.
really enjoyed it. I really
Do you run
enjoyed
Etsy
it.
ads? Like, but I'm getting technical now. Do you run Etsy ads?
Yeah, no, I did.
You do?
I did. Yes.
How
I
much a
found-
day?
Because
Because I love Etsy
It's
ads.
difficult with them because they say that they don't charge you until someone clicks on the ads.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I trust that.
Really.
I think they're lying.
You don't trust
yeah,
Etsy?
I think they charge you anyway. But
Do you reckon?
yeah, I feel like it's the sort of thing where if you don't pay for ads, you feel like you're not paying. It's like the lottery ticket. If you don't buy the lottery ticket, you think you're not going to buy the lottery. Win the lottery. If you
Yeah.
don't buy the ads, you might not get that
Yeah.
income. You just don't know.
You operate
Yeah.
on both. Who do you trust more, Etsy or Shopify?
Who do I trust more? Okay, so my feeling about Etsy is, right, they increased the Etsy fees by about 2% recently. It's gone from like 10% to 12%
I haven't
Etsy
gone back
fees.
on since then. Yeah.
Yeah, and like people were making a massive uproar about that. But let me tell you something, like I have my own website as well. Etsy's bringing you all the traffic, all the customers for 12% of the cost. That's a really good fucking
You
deal.
don't have to work out
Because
the
if you're
tax
bringing it, if you're
either.
paying Google ads or Facebook ads to get customers to your website, which is like the only alternative, you're paying at least 33%.
Based on the
Genuinely.
orders, it's way
But
more.
I'm happy with
It's way
33%.
more. Yeah, it's way more Etsy than it is Shopify. Like
Yeah.
your orders, it's like it's got.
Oh, no, at the moment, I get more on my website. Maybe
Oh,
about
Shopify.
2/3. Yeah, on
Ah,
Shopify.
okay.
But genuinely, like 12% is a good deal. Because if you have to bring the customers yourself, you're paying at least 30%.
Yeah, and they include all of the tax and
Yeah.
stuff like that, so you don't have to work that out yourself.
Exactly.
You
But
just-
like most Etsy owners don't have their own website.
Mm.
But like it's fucking hard. It's really hard to get customers.
No,
It's
I
really
have
hard.
thought about doing my own
It's a
website, but
bitch.
again,
It's
it's the
hard.
same thing. Where do you get the
You should
traffic
try though.
from?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like Google, Facebook, or TikTok, basically. That's your
You
options.
need money, basically.
Pinterest.
You should call that
Yeah.
web designer.
You have to spend money to spend money.
You do, yeah.
Let's hear. What's your name again? Say it to-
Priya.
Priya. Let's hear something from you. What do you do for a living?
What do I do? Well, I'm currently technically unemployed, but I work for the NHS.
She's unemployed!
No, she's NHS.
NHS, but she's unemployed.
Technically unemployed. I still do a little bit of work, but technically unemployed. But no, I worked for the NHS for like 3 years.
But you're
to do my nursing, so I'm taking the summer off to travel.
Enjoy it, man.
Masters.
No, my nursing.
You're only young once, but
NS.
No, undergrad. Yeah, I worked for the last 3 years instead of going to uni. So now I'm going to uni as everyone else graduates.
So have you been like on the front line, like responsible for people's like life and death situations?
A little bit.
This is podcast.
It depends.
You get thrown in at the deep end.
today is a fun
You
podcast.
get
We're not about
thrown in.
business.
Usually
Yeah.
paramedics, so it sort of depends like
Well,
what
you work with a lot of babies as much as you
Yeah,
got babies.
I work like pediatric respiratory and stuff. So like, for stuff,
I read that-
kids and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not like a paramedic or A&E or
No.
something. So it depends what you count as the front line.
So I've read the memoirs of it's called This Is Going to Her.
Oh, do you know what?
Fantastic
Actually,
book,
yeah,
really
have
fantastic.
mutual doctor friends with that person.
With that person,
Apparently
yeah.
they're a bit of a knob.
Adam K.
Yeah, so apparently,
Yeah.
so he left like the medical world, but then there was a whole thing if he chose to leave or if he was like basically made to leave.
Oh
So
yes,
apparently, yeah, he
yes.
was a
I
bit-
respectfully
Yeah, because I work with a consultant that.
He was talking about in the job, like he was put on the maternity ward, and he like.
Did you watch the
Okay.
show?
No, I listened to his audible
Yeah, I read a bit
description
it,
of
yeah.
his time in the work that he did, and he was talking about like how with little to no experience he was like working on a maternity ward.
Yeah,
Like,
you get thrown in the deep end.
yeah, you get thrown in the deep end as you said, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
Mm.
No, I watched
Okay.
the show and it
Wh-
was a bit of a painful watch because like it was just a shit show.
Oh, Lucy loved it.
Yeah. Well, I guess because I'm looking at it as like as someone that works in healthcare, so I can see all the things going wrong that like shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
But
I
it
feel
is
like
a good
what-
book though.
What is it that you love about healthcare that interests you, that makes you want to do it?
It's quite nice going into a 12-hour shift having like no idea what's gonna happen.
Nice, did you say?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
go into a 12-hour shift thinking this is nice.
Like I can have a patient that's
Well,
That's good.
or I
Yeah.
can have,
What is it that you like
I
about? So you like.
admire that. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like the excitement, the fact you don't know
Yeah.
what's going to
And you can
happen.
have like a really unwell patient.
How
like,
bad does it get on
feet.
a? What was it? What was the exact job role?
So I'm a healthcare assistant at the moment.
At like a hospital or what?
Yeah. So
Do you have-
Yeah, yeah.
So you're going into a 12-hour shift. Anything could happen. How bad does it get, or how good does it get?
I mean, like, I haven't had like cardiac arrests or anything, but then I've
You haven't, or you haven't treated it.
I haven't.
You haven't had a cardiac
No.
arrest. That's a good start.
Yeah.
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 But no,
What's wrong with your heart? What's wrong with your heart?
But then, like, you can still have like, a patient have like respiratory arrest. Or you can have a patient be like,
What's
chill out,
respiratory
where you
arrest?
stop breathing.
It's
So
like
cardiac
a
when your
long
heart
stop,
stops, then
probably.
respiratory is when you stop breathing.
Can you share like a bad horror story or not?
What's like
It'd
the
be
worst
interesting.
thing you've ever had to deal with in your job?
I don't know how much I can say because of confidentiality. I was getting confused by it.
Yeah.
You don't have to name
Yeah,
names. That's
it's
it,
like-
it's that one.
I didn't know. It can be like.
This podcast
Terrifying,
is
isn't
dark.
it? Yeah.
See,
A
this is the
baby.
thing, like, this is like just.
That's
I'm so
intense.
I'm saying like.
Yeah, for you. Oh,
Nothing.
Big story.
And you-
That's one thing,
You
yeah.
have to.
So you get excited for these shifts?
I think that you get like that adrenaline rush, and it's sort of while you're in
I
the
bet,
job,
yeah,
and,
fucking
like,
hell,
be
that's
able to
nuts.
work on your feet and like do it.
Mm.
So it's hard to say like I enjoy kids being sick. Obviously I don't, but then also
No.
it's sort of like while you're there.
So what's it? You like the pressure of it. How do you deal with the pressure?
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's sort of time, I think. Like if you like maybe
Time to
deal with all
learn.
that on the first day, I probably wouldn't quit. But then like once you get used to it, like
Have you ever
it's just-
fainted?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that's good.
I always did when I did work experience and I was watching like scoliosis surgery. I was saying to them.
Oh, really?
Scoliosis. So.
Yeah, so it's like for like over
Yeah,
the
spinal.
Oh,
Yeah. My
you
dad
slept
had
fully.
that. My dad
That's
had
quite
that.
young as well when I watched that when I was
Yeah.
like 5 years ago.
So what's like the next step for you, Priya? Then you said you did that. You're
You're
unemployed
being
now.
mentored.
What do you want to
You
do?
can be mentored. Hopefully, yeah.
That's the
They're
nursing
more than
thing.
doctors, man.
What is matron? Remind me.
Like the heads, like the nurses,
Yeah,
like
so
they're
you
like
can-
I picture them sort of like
they
mother
things
hen.
like
Yeah,
they're like
so
on
yeah.
the wards. They're
Yeah,
like
so
on
you
the
have,
wards.
like,
But
yeah.
you have the consultants going into he's X, Y, and Z. The matrons just like actually have the actual.
Hmm.
The only thing with matrons is you don't go to nursing, you just deal with people shit.
You
Yeah.
just organise it, yeah.
Like any like big problems on the wards, like it will go up to you.
Yeah.
So you're not
Yeah, you
actually-
manage nurses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Is that the next step for you then? Is that what you want to do? Do you want to stay in healthcare? What do you want to do?
Definitely
Okay.
Perfect.
What is it about healthcare you love so much? Can you break it down? Because like for me, it's something. For me, like money is super important. If I'm not making like a shit ton of money, personally, I'm just not interested. So there's something about healthcare that interests you, which is for me is just I don't give a fuck. What is that?
It's not like a compassionate level. There's like a compassionate level to it.
There's quite a lot to it. It's like it's sort of being able to work under pressure and also like think on your feet.
Okay.
And then also like
Maybe like you can maybe
Yeah, there you go.
You might be able to hear you. I have no idea.
Working on your feet,
It's my second podcast.
Like being intense, like you can make a lot of money doing that at the same time.
you can. There is
Yeah.
definitely money in healthcare.
But
If you go private.
if you go private,
Not
yeah,
even
well,
then if you're a
it's
nurse,
like-
you don't get paid more. As
Really?
But what is it about? Like, let us speak. What is it about you love so much about healthcare? Because
yeah.
there's not like a shit ton of money in it. For me, that's important.
Yeah.
So what is it about it that appeals to you? And like, let us speak. Let us speak.
yeah.
Yeah, answer the
Where
question.
do you
Yeah,
want
let her
to-
talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice that you can go in and like just build a whole relationship with just like a random family and like
Yeah.
actually make a difference
Yeah.
to what they're going through, whilst also being able to like build your own skills and like think on your feet and like work within a team and everything.
Okay, but like, I can do that. I can do that as a business owner. I do that all the time. So what's the difference?
I don't even
Genuinely.
know what it is. Like I just always know like when I work in healthcare. Like I just feel like home in
Okay.
a hospital.
Do you think it's like
I don't
maybe
know.
like helping people that you enjoy? Do you get like massive
See, I
satisfaction
don't even,
out
like,
of
go
it?
in, I don't even leave out being like, oh, I've really helped this person. Like, it isn't even like, I'm sure like that probably is in it somewhere, but I don't even necessarily like completely.
Just
feel
built in.
that.
You're just made to help people. You're just made. Good way to be.
It's healthcare.
That's good, man. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are like that with healthcare though. Like they just go into it and they're like, I just enjoy it.
I always say like it is literally like mine. Like you either
Yeah.
don't even consider it as a job or like
Yeah.
you don't consider anything else.
It just comes naturally. Like you just like helping people. You don't need like a.
You like helping people.
Sort of depends.
Definitely.
Like I couldn't be a teacher or something. Absolutely not.
I can do that. It doesn't
How
make
to
any
deal with
money.
people's
so
bad
it's
work,
not
yeah,
interesting.
no.
And
No,
you,
I
Freya, you're chasing the bag hard. You got your own business.
Yeah.
Just money, money, money. That's all you think about.
Yeah,
Is it?
obviously.
That's why you came here, innit? For the free grey goose, right?
Because
The
I
only
have
reason.
none.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's not. I mean, obviously, I'd like to make money, but for me,
Respect.
I love.
Yeah.
For me, I also love creating. I love, like, obviously, I did an art degree. I love actually being
Did you do an art degree? I
hands-on.
didn't know that about you. Okay.
Huh?
You did an art degree.
I did an art degree. Yeah, just graduated. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, no, I loved it, and I just personally love making stuff, and I think I'd like to make stuff for a living, basically. And I would always like to be in the regulate. I would always like to be making stuff. If ever it got bigger and stuff, I'd still like to
Yeah,
be
maybe
able to
talking to
see
like-
over it and be like, that's my stuff. Make sure it's good.
Yeah.
I
How
don't
do you
know.
actually go about doing it? Like, do you have like your own workshop station?
I mean, I think I like started that, but as you can imagine, as someone who loves creating stuff, kind of a bit manic. So just make wherever you can. You know, I don't know. I just really love it. I love just creating things. Like I like making jewelry. I like being hands-on, actually making jewelry myself. Or
Okay, is it
just
specifically
designing
jewelry,
it.
or you like making
No,
anything
anything.
artistic?
No, I make.
So what else do you
jewelry,
make?
I make candles. I make ashtrays.
Ashtrays, that's interesting.
I've recently got into pottery. Just come around.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, when I say pottery, I mean like the clay that you get from Hobby Craft that you get to sculpt yourself. I haven't got that whole like dish stuff, you know. That's quite cool. What else? I mean, obviously painting, but I guess
Yeah.
painting hasn't been in the forefront of my business because of.
I think that's what you're supposed to do. I think that's what I'm supposed to say as a podcast host. Put the mic in your face.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were saying you love creating. Keep going.
Yeah, no, I love creating. I love painting, but I guess with the fact that my degree has been my painting, I haven't really focused so much on that lately. But I'm really excited to actually create it for myself rather than create it for a degree and be able to sell it in that way.
Right.
Because when you're in a degree, you're always being taught to like be an artist. But I realised quite soon on that I couldn't be an artist. I don't quite have the passion for just art. I want to do everything.
Okay, wait. What is just art and what is everything? What do you mean?
I guess like when like you're in an art degree and you have all the artists around you, they're literally just focused on painting. that's it. That's their life.
So that one specific discipline in art. Okay. And you like the broad spectrum of art. Art for you is like general and broad. Okay, interesting. It could be pottery. It could be. Okay, I get it.
Something creative and I want to.
And when you're at uni, they were just focused on that one specific part.
Yeah.
Of it. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're more
I don't
broad.
want to be like constrained to just one discipline. Just a lot. Yeah, I'll take it all. Like, I haven't tried, like, for example, like column-play. A lot of people use that. I haven't tried that yet. I'll get into that. Like, I'm ready for it. I like crochet. I do a lot of crochet. Haven't tried knitting yet. I'll get into that.
That's
So
cool.
a lot of stuff like hands. You don't use like your tools.
Basically, like, you know, in a job when they say, do you have any hobbies? I could say, I have them all. I could just go through all of them. That's my aim. No, I just enjoy it. I just love being creative. I like.
That's good.
And I like as well just
And
for a specific person. I like
okay, for me, does it have to be monetized for you to enjoy it?
No.
It doesn't.
No.
Okay,
I mean,
that's a difference. I
yeah.
don't understand that. I feel like you're an alien.
again, for me, like, yeah, I could create like a lovely set of jewellery and I think I could sell that, but also I could maybe like give that to my friend or I don't know, like.
That's really lovely, actually. I don't relate to it at all.
I do
But
want to make money. I am
yeah,
money
obviously,
oriented,
yeah.
but not.
Respect that.
Not. I feel like I still put the people before me. I don't know.
Not being driven by cold
I guess yeah, just being driven by people's happiness.
It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird. The thing is, when you get to a high enough level in your business, it's making money is making people happy. If you watch any Jeff Bezos interview, all he talks about is making customers happy.
I don't really like him. I don't really like him.
I promise, if you watch any interview about Jeff Bezos, all he will talk about is making the customer happy. And there's a reason everyone shops at. There's a reason everyone shops at Amazon is because it's the best online store. Exactly, that's all he cares about. Make the customer happy. Huh?
You can make a segment. What's your biggest?
What? What's it called?
What's your business goal?
My business goal.
Right now.
I'm going. The goal is, and I will double my revenue in the next 3 months.
Which is
That's a really good
It's a
goal.
big
I love
target. It's a big
that.
target. It's
Not to him. Not to him.
It's not even a goal. It's more just like a what will happen. Because
yeah. No, but it's like a tangible thing. Because if I said to you,
I'm saying that on camera.
I mean, technically,
But-
I can say the same thing and it'd be true because at the moment it's nothing. So
if I said to you like double your business,
I think my business goal would be to rely on my business, not on other income. I would not like to
Make it a full-time
I'm
income.
happily thinking that I can get a
It's a
small
good
part-time
fucking
business,
life. It's a good life.
But ultimately,
You can just
I
make
want-
podcasts
I
all
want
day.
my business being my main income. That's what I want.
That's a really good goal.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
like
want.
to think like
Oh.
shifting from full-time to making
But-
your own.
Well, I'm shifting
Okay.
from graduate with student loans
Yeah,
to go around it. Thank you.
I want to make this podcast like quick fire, so like let's end it soon. I'll ask you both one more question. What is like next in store for both of you? What would you say? Freya and Priya. What for you?
Next.
No.
For a holiday.
Sunday then.
Yeah, I'm going
Very
to
nice.
Mexico for a month and then Central America for a couple of weeks.
Oh my god.
And then I'm coming back to actual reality.
That's
So
the
next
next
is
good one.
next to come for you.
I know what Mexico is. What Central America is?
Like
Central- it's like the middle part of America.
Well, yeah. Fiji, Second John, Nicaragua. They're little small places.
And you, Freya, what's next in store for you?
Next in store for me is opening back up my business. And
When's that happening?
So obviously my Etsy shop has been closed whilst I've been a uni graduate. I want to focus on my degree.
What's it called? We'll put it.
Freya's
All 30 of my
Flowers.
subscribers will see it in the
Flowers.
description. Freya's Flowers.
Instagram has a little dash on the
Do you say? Promise. As soon as you open, send me a link. I'm gonna buy something. Maybe 2 things.
Girl, I can make you a free ashtray.
I used to smoke. Do you sell flowers?
Do I sell flowers?
Yeah.
No, but I do want to. I'm into that.
Okay. What's your store name?
Freya's Flowers.
Okay. Do you sell
Yeah.
flowers?
I sell flower themed accessories.
Okay, got it. I'll buy some jewelry.
Flower
Yeah.
themed jewelry and accessories.
No, straight
That's
up.
what I do. Yeah, that's my goal. Open that bad boy back up. Get
That'd be
moving,
sick. And then make
get
it a full-time
moving.
income.
That's what I want to do. Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's my next part.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like that.
Mm.
Okay, it's meant to be a quick fire interview. I'm gonna end it now. Does anyone want to say anything else?
Thanks for finding us on the level.
Shock at
You're thanking me for it.
Flowers.
Yeah? Okay, awesome. No, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for drinking all the free alcohol.
You two would like a diamond and rock.
Yeah, can I have this?
Thank you to myself for having my own podcast studio, running my own business. I love myself for that. I think we'll end it there. All right. I hope we were recording. Half the time you make these, we're not even recording. We'll see. Woo! Big man thing. Father Econ podcast, episode 2, part 2 ended. Woo!